Hello everyone, my name is Jenny Lupayo. Today, I want to talk about something many of us fear: public speaking. It's one of the most common fears out there, ranking even above death for some people. But why does public speaking bring us so much anxiety? And how can we move past it? So, let me start with a story. Back in high school, I was part of our Red Cross Club, and there was this senior who seemed fearless every time he spoke in public. He was our go-to speaker at every event, and he never showed a single sign hesitation. Watching him speak, it was hard not to admire his confidence. He commanded the room with this, and it seems like he was born for it. But something interesting happened after he graduated. We lost touch for a while, and then when we reconnected, he was different. He had become quiet and withdrawn, a far cry from the confident person I know. One day, I asked him about it, curious to know what had changed. He looked at me and said, "There's just too much on my mind, and I freeze in front of people. I want to share my thoughts, but I get so scared of being judged or making mistakes." That moment taught me something important. He didn't lose his ability to speak. Instead, his fear of how others might perceive him had grown to a point where it held him back. Fear of judgment and perfectionism, it's something so many of us wrestle with. A few months later, by chance, I saw him again. This time, he was back in front of an audience, presenting with the same confidence he'd had in high school. Our eyes met while he spoke, and I couldn't help but wonder how did he overcome it. So, after the presentation, I went to him and asked, "How did you do it?" He looked at me and said something I never forget. "I realized that my message matters more than my fear. I started focusing on what I wanted to share rather than worrying about what people might think. Once I stopped trying to be perfect, I become free to speak as myself." His word hold a lesson for all of us. Fear of public speaking isn't about a lack of skills. It's about a mindset. We're afraid of being judged or making mistakes. And it's this fear that paralysis of us. But if we shift our focus from what others might think to the value of what we want to say, we can overcome this fear. So, next time you're in front of an audience, big or small, remember, your voice matters. Don't let the fear of judgment silence you. And thank you.